We're live.
All right. Let's see. Is there anything else? Oh, do you need full screen?
That might help. I'm
Okay.
not sure.
You should have full screen.
Not where I am. There we are. Now I've got it. No comments yet, guys.
Okay.
Welcome.
Welcome to our show.
Yes.
And we're right on time and everything.
Yes.
So I guess we'll get right into this. I hope the powers that be here haven't isolated us. This show is called Good Old Songs. Now, we promised you a duets show, but we had a lot of kind of family crises here. Our daughter was in the emergency room and then in the hospital for a while. We have a blood clotting factor in one side of our family, and it struck down both of our kids. It's put our son out of work. He can't work anymore because he has blood clots in his leg, and our daughter now has them. I forget where.
Lung.
In the lung, yeah. And they are both on.
They're in very good hands, the doctors.
Yeah, they're in good hands, and they're both on, what is it, Equisil? Eliquis, that's what it is, Eliquis. So we've been dealing with that a lot of the week and just haven't had time to practice. So we figured our 150th, our sesquicentennial, will be duets. So the theme here, the title of this one is Good Old Songs, and it's songs with the word old in their titles. And it works better if you turn everything on, folks.
Yes.
It really
does.
It's amazing how that works.
Yes.
Okay. Our first song is called Till I'm Too Old to Die Young, written by a committee, John R. Hadley, Kevin S. Welsh, and Dooley R. Scott. Artist is Mo Bandy, and we're playing it in D. If life is like a candle bright, death must be the wind. You can close your window tight, and it still comes flowing in. So I will climb the highest hill and watch the rising sun. And I pray that I don't feel the chill till I'm too old to die young. Let me watch my children grow to see what they become. Oh Lord, don't let that cold wind blow till I'm too old to die young. Now I have had some dear sweet friends I thought would never die. Now the only thing that's left of them is the teardrops in my eyes. If I could have one wish today and know it would be done, well, I would say everyone could stay till they're too old to die young. Let me watch my children grow to see what they become. Oh Lord, don't let that cold wind blow till I'm too old to die young. Let me watch my children grow to see what they become. Oh Lord, don't let that cold wind blow till I'm too old to die young.
Nice. Ziggy is with us.
Hello, Ziggy.
He said, "Hi, George and Lynn. Greetings again from Germany."
I'm so
Welcome.
glad you came.
Welcome.
Welcome to our home.
Yes.
Hope things are going well for you. And
Pat is with
hello,
us.
Pat.
Hi, George, Lynn. Hi,
Good
Pat.
evening, sir.
From
From Ireland.
Ireland, yes.
The Emerald Isle. That's wonderful.
He
Glad
said,
you
"How
could
are
come."
you guys keeping?" Well,
Well, it's pretty hot down here. Summer is
yes.
in full bloom. We
We're
have
doing okay
we
now.
have low 90s and high 90s humidity, and
Yes.
last night I noticed that the little insects that are called katydids that are the harbinger of summer
Yes.
were out, and this morning the cicadas were out. So they'll all be out until September-ish. They last most of the summer. Nights around here are very, very peaceful, not much traffic
Right.
or anything, and I like to
very
sit
lucky
outside
that way.
sometimes and play a little music for myself and listen
Yes.
to the nightlife, the insects and the whippoorwills and all the animals that are out there.
Pat said, "Great weather. Thursday was the warmest day."
Oh, okay. All right. As we said before,
Up to 30, he said.
yes, that's 30 degrees centigrade.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty warm. And the theme today is songs with the word old in their titles.
Yes.
About half of them are about old age, and the other half are about old other things.
Old other things, yes.
Yeah. And we have a little special guest today.
Yes, you can't see her, but she is with us. My little dog, Annie. Well, most people wouldn't call her little. She's medium.
Yeah, she weighs about 40 pounds,
Yeah.
35, 40 pounds. And up until now, we've put her in her kennel. And she's always so disappointed because she wants to. It's kind of like that song. She wants to know what's going on behind the green door, you know.
Yes.
So we've got her obedience trained really well now and everything, and she's doing good. So she's with us.
Pat said was very warm.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. But yes, she's with us and being very good. We didn't know she'd try to play with Indy and they'd get up a game, but they haven't yet.
Oh, I think Indy will tell her. Listen, pup.
That's not what we do.
It's not what you do here. You can even get up on the furniture in here right now.
Right.
Like that big black Great Dane dog we had, the Great Speckled Dane.
Yes.
Okay, this song is called Dirty Old Town, and I believe it's a song about the town of Essex, but I'm not sure. Ewan McColl, 1948, that's before they knew anything about environmental stuff. And all kind of people have done it. We first heard it on an album that Lynn's parents had by a group called Wait a Minute.
African folk.
They were
group.
South African white folk people who sang South African native songs.
Right.
They're totally politically incorrect today. They wouldn't make it.
But
they were pretty
really
good.
enjoyed them.
Here we go. I left my love by the factory wall, dreamed a dream by by the old canal. I kissed my love by the gasworks croft, dirty old town, dirty old town. Clouds are drifting across the moon. Cats are prowling on their beat. Brings a girl from the streets at night. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I heard a siren from the docks, saw a train set the night on fire, felt the breath of a snowy wind. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I'm gonna buy me a good sharp axe, shining steel, toughened in the fire, cut you down like an old oak tree. Dirty old town, dirty old town. I left my love by the factory wall, dreamed a dream by the old canal. I kissed my love by the gasworks croft. Dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town, dirty old town.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Pat says Luck Kelly sang it.
Okay.
And Debbie Lane is with
Hello,
us.
Debbie.
She said, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And Ziggy says, I don't know how things are going. It's too hot here to think about anything other than sweating.
Yeah.
At 5 p.m. we had 36°C outside. Now at 8:10 p.m. I have 30°C inside my flat without AC.
Yeah, poor Ziggy doesn't have air conditioning.
Oh my.
Hope things are going well for you, Debbie.
Yes.
Good to have you with us. Okay. This song was done by the New Riders of the Purple Sage, written by Louis Okonko and Joey Albert, and it's called Old Man Noel. Old Man Noel was a mean old soul. He lived across the hill. I didn't know him very well, and now I never will. He had some sheep that grazed his land, and he was very old. And all the kids would stay away. We knew he was a scold. Yeah, but our best treehouse was on his hill, and our navy sailed on his pond. The years have only brought me pain now. I'm sad the old man's gone, 'cause now the freeway rolls where old man Noel used to run his sheep in the meadow. And as you drive by, if you really try, you still can see his shadow. Now old man Noel was a mean old soul, at least the kids thought so. But we were much, much younger then. Now I just don't know the way it was when it was his. The land was clear and free. The land was life, and with his wife was all that he could see. So when the houses came and brought the kids who thought he was mean, I think that now at last I see how sad he must have been. 'Cause now the freeway rolls where old man Noel used to run his sheep in the meadow. And as you drive by, if you really try, you still can see his shadow. Yeah, you still can see his shadow.
That's another good one.
I like that song.
Laura is with us. Laura
Hello,
Harden.
Laura.
She said, I am here now, watching only until 11:35.
Okay. Well, thanks for stopping in.
Yes. And then Debbie Lane said, very well, thank you. About to start on refelting my chroma harp. Wish me, and then a crossed finger emoji.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck, yes.
Where in the world did you get felt for a chroma harp?
Yeah.
That's the next question, because the bars on a chroma harp, as I understand it, are a different width than the Oscar Schmidt or any of the luthier harps. So I sure hope you have good luck with that. Be sure to get all the old adhesive off of the bars.
That's key.
Yeah, that's absolutely critical.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't sure what you're...
I was making a pun.
I see. It wasn't punny.
Okay. Debbie said eBay.
Okay. Okay, good. Now, I don't know. I think those bars are plastic. And what we do with plastic and metal bars is we get all the adhesive off we can with a box cutter blade or a razor blade or whatever, and then we take a cotton swab or something and put a little fingernail polish remover along there, and it melts that glue, that acetone takes it right off.
Yeah.
So there's a tip for you. There's lots of YouTubes on felting, so that's the best tip I can give you. Good luck.
Yes.
Mark the strings. We put little marks on the side of the bar, and then you'll want a box cutter. One of those that has the real sharp blades that click in and out.
Right.
That's the best thing we found to cut the felt. Put a whole piece of felt. Don't cut little pieces. Cut the whole piece. Put it on the bar, and then cut V-shaped slots where the strings need to ring. If you do it the way the chromo harps used to do it, they'd put little pieces of felt on there, and hey, you know what? If one of them comes off, your bar's done. This way, that won't happen to you.
She says, yep, got everything all set up. Just
okay.
Avoiding starting. These are metal bars.
Good.
And Debbie said thanks, and then Laura said going to Scrabble Club and need to leave at that time. Rock mostly was good, only went until 11 a.m. small group.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And Thursday, well, let's do another song and then remind me to talk about
Thursday. Okay.
Where are we here?
Old Man Noel, right? That's
okay.
what you did before.
Here's a song from our Forever Friends CD. It's called Old Dogs and Old Friends by Harry Chapin.
Oh.
He was only a puppy, just 6 weeks or so. We got him one Christmas a long time ago. How long has it been? Thinking back when, if you're counting in dog years, 110. Walking an old dog, it's funny to see. The old dog is thinking that he's walking me. Tied up together, two lives entwined. Who's me leading who? Never you mind. We go out walking in sunshine or rain, happy to hold up our end of the chain. If I survive to 110, it's thanks to old dogs and old friends. We used to go out every day for a run. Now it's a leisurely stroll in the sun, like two old friends all set in their ways, poking along at the end of our days. We go out walking springtime or fall, no longer care who's leading at all. If I survive to 110, it's thanks to old dogs and old friends. That's how I met you. We're sitting alone, talking about all the dogs that we've known, watching the light fade as summer ends. Nothing compares to old dogs and old friends. We go out walking, rain, sleet, or snow, no longer care who's best in show. If I survive to 110, it's thanks to old dogs and old friends. We go out walking year after year, and I'm so glad that you're still here. If I survive to 110, it's thanks to old dogs and old friends. Thanks to old dogs and old friends.
Laura added, that's why I let someone else do the repairs on my chroma harp.
Yeah.
But that's a good song.
Chroma harps are a different breed of cat altogether. They're commercially made. They were made to be cheap, and they sold a lot of them to churches and schools and things like that, just like Oscar Schmidt did. But Schmidt was a cut above. I had a chroma harp for a little while, but I didn't like it, and I was always tuning it, so I didn't keep it. Okay, anyway, speaking of old dogs, or dogs in general, Thursday we had our annual visit from Kate Pauley from Dogs Inc.
Yes.
Came to see me and Indy and find out how we were doing, and, asked us a lot of questions about, what kind of work we were doing these days and everything, and gave us some really good tips. We had a collar on Annie that just fits over her head. And Indy likes to, when they're playing, Indy likes to grab her by her collar. And she wears a tracking bell so I can know where she is. And he likes to grab her by that. Mm-hmm. And Kate said, you really ought to get a collar with a quick release buckle, because if he gets his jaw caught in there, he could be seriously injured or killed before you cut the collar off.
Yeah. So
that was a good thing. And she liked where Indy and I were at. We talked dogs for an hour and a half. I hope she made her next appointment on time. we just sat there and swapped dog stories and stuff. She didn't need to see us work, and it was really hot.
Yes.
So that was a pretty good thing. And then that our school gives us free preventatives for fleas, ticks, heartworms, those kinds of things. And the order process, you get it free, but the company that gives it to you free, the order process is really hard to deal with. And my vets people tried it, and they did it for me for a couple of years, but they were just very frustrated people. So I said to heck with it, because we couldn't get them on time, and all kinds of things happened. And so I just said, I'll just buy them. And then Kate asked me, if I was on the program, and I said no, and I'll tell you why I'm not. And she said, well, we have somebody now at Dogs Inc. that does all the orders. So all we have to do is make sure your vet's okay with us shipping it to them, and then you just come pick it up. So probably starting in August, we get free heartworm preventative, which saves us a couple of $100 over the year. So
yeah,
Thursday was a pretty good day. And I found out that Indy can work to at least 11 and maybe 12 years of age, so that's a great thing. When I was in class, they told me he had to retire on his 10th birthday, but apparently they've loosened that restriction a bit. Okay, here's a song, just one of the funniest songs I've heard in a while. It's called I'm Getting Old. It was written by Joe Riggs, and he performed it at the Mountain Laurel Autoharp gathering. And it was recorded by Al the Freight Dog Robertson out in Arizona. And I'm going to play it for you here. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. My hair is gray, I fell today, my feet are always cold. I'm getting old, I'm getting old. My skin is dry, it makes me cry, 'cause I know I'm getting old. Now cholesterol's blocking the arteries that go into my heart. My back is out of whack, and my joints are falling apart. My eyesight's getting dimmer, my teeth are getting loose. I've tried exercise and diet, my friends say it's no damn use. I'm getting old, I'm getting old. My hair is gray, I fell today, my feet are always cold. I'm getting old, I'm getting old. My skin is dry, it makes me cry, 'cause I know I'm getting old. My eyelids droop below my eyes, my ears are growing hair. My belly's getting bigger, it's hanging way down there. I can't bend over anymore to touch the floor, you see. I shake my head and wonder, just when did this happen to me? I'm getting old, I'm getting old. My hair is gray, I fell today, my feet are always cold. I'm getting old, I'm getting old. My skin is dry, it makes me cry, 'cause I know I'm getting old. Now this next verse is a little PG rated. So, if you're easily offended, cover your ears, 'cause we're gonna sing it anyway. My sex drive lost its license for driving while impaired. I got all those pills to fix it, and no one even cared. I appreciate the beauty of the ladies passing by. I know I'm supposed to do those things, but I can't remember why. I'm getting old, I'm getting old. My hair is gray, I fell today, my feet are always cold. I'm getting old, I'm getting old. My skin is dry, it makes me cry, 'cause I know I'm getting old. Well, this song is almost over. Thank God it's finally through. So I'll say goodbye to what's left of me, and I'll say goodbye to you. It's been real great to sing with you, but now it's time to go, 'cause my lazy boy is calling. It's nap time, don't you know? I'm getting old. I'm getting old. My hair is gray, I fell today, my feet are always cold. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. My skin is dry, it makes me cry, 'cause I know I'm getting old. My skin is dry, it makes me cry. Ah, get over it and put some skin cream on it, 'cause I know I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Oh my. Here's that good old Mountain Dew. And I'm going to do the Grandpa Jones version of it. The song was originally written by a guy named William York, whom I've never heard of, which doesn't mean anything. But anyway. There's a big pollard tree down the road here from me, where you lay down $1 or two. Well, you go round the bend and come back again. There's a jug full of good old Mountain Dew. Well, they call it that old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. Well, I'll shut up my mug if you fill up my jug with some good old Mountain Dew. My Uncle Mort, he's sawed off and short. He measures about 4'2". But he thinks he's a giant when you give him a pint of that good old Mountain Dew. My old Aunt June bought some brand new perfume. It had such a sweet smell and pew. But to her surprise, when you had it analyzed, it was nothing but good old Mountain Dew. The preacher rolled by with his head hoisted high, said his wife had been down with the flu. And he thought that I ought just to sell him a quart of that good old Mountain Dew. My brother Bill got a still on the hill where he runs off a gallon or two. The birds in the sky get too drunk they can't fly from smelling that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, they call it that old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. I'll shut up my mug if you fill up my jug with some good old Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Loretta DeVore is.
Hello, Loretta from Arkansas.
Yes. Hello, man. I know about dry skin too and getting old. And she says, I'm having my back surgery on Wednesday morning.
Oh, I hope it goes well for
yes.
you, Loretta.
Yes.
I really do. Back surgery's nothing to take lightly, that's for sure.
No.
It's wonderful that you're here with us today. We really appreciate it. And other than the surgery, hope things are going well for you.
Yes.
And let's see. If you haven't already left a comment, please do so, especially if you happen to be new to the show. We'd like to get to know you.
Yes.
As you can tell, this is really informal. We're not professionals. We make a mistake now and then, but that's all right, because in our mind's eye, we're all sitting around on a front porch in the shade with something cool to drink and
Yes.
playing music and talking to each other and all of that. So that's what the show's all about, and that's what we do, and we do our best, but we aren't perfect and never claimed to be. So
Right.
if you're new, please leave us a comment. We'd like to know a little bit about you, where you're from, where you heard about us, what you're doing, that kind of thing. If you will follow the Autoharp Down Home page, you'll get an invitation a few days before each show, provided Facebook decides to send them out.
Yes.
I used to put invitations in Autoharp groups, but the moderators held them until like a week after the show, so I quit that. It was a lot of work, and it was gaining us nothing. So if you follow us, you'll get an invitation in your news feed. And usually they go out the Wednesday or Thursday before the show. We're on every second and fourth Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, 11 Pacific, and 7 o'clock GMT for those across the pond. Mm-hmm. Second and fourth Saturdays, and we don't miss many. Every once in a while, something will happen. Lynn was in the hospital for a couple, and COVID got us one time and stuff, but that's our schedule. Now, again, when we first started doing this, Facebook was a whole lot friendlier to people like me who can't see and use screen readers. That's a program that speaks everything that comes up on our screens. Facebook, especially since our last election, has decided they don't have to do that kind of stuff anymore. It's more trouble than it's worth. So I really cannot respond to instant messages on Facebook. I can't read them, and I can't reply to them. I keep trying, and to see if they ever change it back to where I can use it. So I'm not ignoring you if you leave me a message or want to ask a question. The best thing to do is send me a good old-fashioned email to autoharp.down.home at gmail.com. autoharp.down.home at gmail.com. And I always answer those emails within a day or two. I check the box at least once a day. So if you want to ask a question about us, about Autoharps, about guide dogs, or about anything you want, I will answer that by email. And hey, if you know somebody who might like our brand of entertainment, tell them about us. We'd love to have them join us right here on the Autoharp Down Home Facebook page.
Loretta said, "Don't worry about mistakes. Even the pros mess up once in a while."
Yeah.
As well.
That's true. This show will be up for 30 days on Facebook, and then they delete it. But there is an Autoharp Down Home YouTube channel on which you can listen to every single one of our 149 programs. This one will be up later today. All of them are still up there. So you can go back and look at how we started out. Wow! Well, I do that sometimes. I'll go back and listen to a couple of those early ones and say, gee. But back then, it was back in 2019, very few people were streaming, and almost no one was streaming Autoharp music because of all the frequencies. It was very difficult to do. Now anybody can do it. But we worked for a year and a half trying and failing. We bought equipment that didn't work. We did all kinds of things. It took us like a year and a half from the time we decided to do this till we could actually get our first show on the air. Again, we were going to do duets this time, a whole show of duets with me and Lynn, but we had some illness in the family, and we had the guide dog visit, and we had some other things that came up, and we just couldn't practice enough
Right.
to get them right. So we are going to try to do that show for our 150th, our sesquicentennial. It's easy for you to say.
Yes, that's where I'm.
Our 150th show will be, if we can possibly do it at all, duets.
Yes.
And with that, let me get a drink of water. And I have a story to tell you real quick.
Is this what I was supposed to tell you to go back to regarding Thursday?
No, we did that already.
Okay.
So, a lot of towns down here are one industry towns. You know, they grew up around a factory or grain elevators or something like that. And there was a group of old firefighters that were not founding members of the town, but they'd been fighting fires in that town for a long, long time. And the town finally got a big plant that manufactured or that made fertilizer. I think it was fertilizer. I'm not real sure anymore. But anyway, the owner of the plant bought new fire equipment for the town and built him a new firehouse and hired professional firefighters, because if something happened and his plant caught fire, he wanted to make sure that it was going to be put out. So these old guys, nobody wanted them anymore. And they just sat around their old firehouse with their old 60s era fire truck and told stories about the good old days. And one day, sure enough, the plant caught fire. And the fire was raging out of control. And they were afraid that it was going to explode. And the big city firefighters that our rich tycoon hired wouldn't go in there. They just wouldn't. They said, I don't care what you pay us. You don't have enough money. We're not going in there. That's all there is to it. Well, the next thing you know, here comes that old fire truck. Lickety-split, bell ringing, siren wailing, running flat out as fast as it could go right toward the plant. And they didn't even stop to get out of the truck. They just crashed right through the wall. And all these old guys in their old-fashioned firefighting suits and oxygen tanks and everything, it was just hip pockets and elbows. And by God, they put the fire out. And the guy said, I can't believe it. I'm going to give you guys $1 million for saving my plant. Well, the local radio station guy came up and he said, Chief, can I interview you? And he said, well, sure, son, that's fine. He said, well, the first thing I want to ask you is, he said, the thing I want to ask you most is, what are you going to do with that $1 million? And he said, well, son, the first thing we're going to do is fix the brakes on that damned old truck.
Yeah.
I'd say that's probably a good idea. Okay, back to music here. Let's do a little old Joe Clark. What do you say? Old Joe Clark's a fine old man. Tell you the reason why. He keeps good liquor around his house. Good old rock and rye. Fare thee well, old Joe Clark, fare thee well, I say. Fare thee well, old Joe Clark, I'm going away. Old Joe Clark, the preacher's son, preached all over the pane. The only text he ever knew was high-low jack in the game. Fare thee well, old Joe Clark, fare thee well, I say. Fare thee well, old Joe Clark, I'm going away. Old Joe Clark, he had a mule, his name was Morgan Brown, and every tooth in that mule's head was 16 inches around. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, fare you well, I say. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, I'm going away. Old Joe Clark had a yellow cat, she would neither sing nor pray. She stuck her head in the buttermilk jar and washed her sins away. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, fare you well, I say. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, I'm a-going away. Old Joe Clark had a muley cow. She's muley when she was born. It took a jaybird 40 years to fly from horn to horn. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, fare you well, I say. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, I'm going away. Old Joe Clark, he had a house 15 stories high, and every story in that house filled with chicken pie. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, fare you well, I say. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, I'm a-going away. I went down to old Joe's house, he invited me to supper. I stubbed my toe in the table leg and stuck my nose in the butter. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, fare you well, I say. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, I'm a-going away. 'And I wouldn't marry a widow. Tell you the reason why. She'd have so many children, they'd make those biscuits fly. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, fare you well, I say. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, I'm a-going away. "16 horses in my team, the leaders they are blind, and every time the sun goes down there's a pretty girl on my mind. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, fare you well, I say. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, I'm a-going away." "18 miles of mountain road and 15 miles of sand. If I ever travel this road again, I'll be a married man. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, fare you well, I say. Fare you well, old Joe Clark, I'm a-going away."
I want to call her Olena Solishenko, but I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Do you know that person?
Hello.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
She said, "Glad to see you're alive, George and Lynn. Greetings from Inman, South Carolina, I believe."
Yeah, it's been a while. How are you?
Welcome, welcome.
Indeed. I'm so glad you could come by this afternoon.
Yes.
Hope the weather isn't too hot and steamy down there. in the Palmetto State. Okay. Got to keep the water up here.
Keep hydrated, for sure.
Yeah. Here is a song that was written and recorded by Tom T. Hall. It's called Old Dogs, Children, and Watermelon Wine. How old do you think I am? He said. I said, well, I didn't know. He said, I turned 65 about 11 months ago. I was sitting in Miami pouring blended whiskey down when this old gray-black gentleman was cleaning up the lounge. There wasn't anyone around except this old man and me. The guy who ran the bar was watching Ironsides on TV. Uninvited, he sat down and opened up his mind on old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Ever had a drink of watermelon wine? He asked. He told me all about it, though I didn't answer back. Ain't but three things in this old world worth a solitary dime, but old dogs and children and watermelon wine. He said women think about themselves when men folk ain't around, and friends are hard to find when they discover that you're down. He said, I tried it all when I was young and in my natural prime. Now it's old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Old dogs care about you even when you make mistakes. God bless little children while they're still too young to hate. When he moved away, I found my pen and copied down that line about old dogs and children and watermelon wine. I had to catch a plane up to Atlanta that next day. As I left, I had to catch a plane up to Atlanta that next day. As I walked in, as I headed for my room, I saw him picking up my change. That night I dreamed of peaceful sleep in shady summertime, of old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Of old dogs and children and watermelon wine.
glad to catch you up. It's hot, but still not so bad.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's South Carolina.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yep. This song started out life as a poem in a now defunct St. Louis newspaper in about 1955. Pete Seeger saw it in the paper, and he tried to find the guy who wrote it. And the paper finally helped him track him down, and he said, "Look, I'd like to put this to music." And the guy said, "Go ahead, I don't care. I got paid for it, from the newspaper." The newspaper's defunct. Everybody except for a few of us have forgotten the poem, but a lot of people are still singing this song. Old age is golden, or so I've heard said, but sometimes I wonder as I crawl into bed, with my ears in a drawer, my teeth in a cup, my eyes on the table until I wake up. As sleep dims my vision, I say to myself, is there anything else I should lay on the shelf? But though nations are warring and Congress is vexed, I'll still stick around to see what happens next. How do I know my youth is all spent? My get up and go has got up and went. But in spite of it all, I'm able to grin and think of the places my get up has been. When I was young, my slippers were red. I could kick up my heels right over my head. When I was older, my slippers were blue, but still I could dance the whole night through. Now I am older, my slippers are black. I huff to the store and I puff my way back. But never you laugh, I don't mind at all. I'd rather be huffin' than not puff at all. How do I know my youth is all spent? My get up and go has got up and went. But in spite of it all, I'm able to grin and think of the places my get up has been. I get up each morning and dust off my wits, open the paper and read the obits. If I'm not there, I know I'm not dead, so I eat a good breakfast and go back to bed. How do I know my youth is all spent? My get up and go has got up and went. But in spite of it all, I'm able to grin and think of the places my get up has been. And think of the places my get up has been.
Yeah.
By golly. Okay. Here's a song for those of us who occasionally look back fondly at our childhood. Now, when we were children, childhood was beset by problems and stuff. We look back on it now, wasn't so bad. This song is called Old Mullins Hill, and it was done by a Canadian bluegrass group called the Good Brothers. Here it is. It's been 65 years since I was a kid, though it seems like it was just yesterday. When I think back on the things that we did, I can still hear the laughter as we used to play. For the boys and the girls, we all go swimming. We had our own way of getting our thrills. Though the boys were not men and the girls were not women, so we'd go in naked back at old Mullins Hill. Thank God for the memories, they bring us such joy. Remind me of days when I was a boy. We laughed and we played till we had our fill. We'd swim and have fun back at old Mullins Hill. Sometimes we'd play hooky and the boys would go fishing for catfish and shiners at the old fishing hole. To land us the big ones, we all be wishing, with a safety pin hook and an old bamboo pole. On our way home, we'd take the shortcut down through the orchard past Charlie the Bull. He'd always come running, but he'd never catch us, and we'd eat green apples until we were full. Thank God for the memories, they bring us such joy. Reminds me of days when I was a boy. We laughed and we played till we had our fill. We'd swim and have fun back at old Mullins Hill. Like cowboys and Indians, we tracked down each other with a homemade bow and arrow and a Roy Rogers gun. My posse was me, my dog and my brother. The outlaws and rustlers, we captured each one. Thank God for the memories, they bring us such joy. Reminds me of days when I was a boy. We laughed and we played till we had our fill. We'd swim and have fun back at old Mullins Hill. Thank God for the memories, they bring us such joy. Reminds me of days when I was a boy. We laughed and we played till we had our fill. We'd swim and have fun back at old Mullins Hill. We'd swim and have fun back at old Mullins Hill.
Yeah. Ziggy said, I'm a fan of the Good Brothers.
Oh, me too.
Not least because Bruce Good plays not only the dobro, but also the Autoharp.
I didn't know that. I don't think I've got any of their recordings where he plays the Autoharp. I've got a lot of their stuff that I found on YouTube, but I don't think I've got anything where anybody plays the Autoharp. But that's good to know.
Yeah.
Oh, they just do all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like a song called Peeking Through the Knothole in Grandma's Wooden Leg.
Oh my.
Yeah, and one called The Daredevil Girl that I do on Halloween sometimes.
Huh.
I play a rag and a fiddle, which is one of theirs.
Creative.
They're really good.
Yeah.
So if you haven't checked them out, look up the Good Brothers on YouTube. You'll like what you hear, I guarantee it. Okay, this song is written and recorded by Lou and Peter Berriman. They aren't together now. They play together, but they divorced and then each married somebody else. But they're from Wisconsin, and their humor is just really offbeat, which of course appeals to me. So I'm going to do a song of theirs called Older'n Everybody. I went down to the Quicks Check on a Thursday after dinner. Picked up a pair of Twinkies and a Cocoa. I took my place in line, noticed over top the tabloids. you could see all our reflections in the window. Now you would not describe me as a people-watching person, and I'm not often one to stick my neck out. But if someone put a gun to me and forced my estimation, I'd say I'm older than everybody, older than everybody. I'd say I'm older than everybody at the checkout. So feeling antiquated, I arrived at a decision to act a few years younger for an hour. I drove down to the tavern where my roots had been firmly planted. When my years of boozing were in flower, I drove in back to park, found the landscape unbecoming. The winos in the alley made me shudder. I'm glad I turned my life around, but I'm glad I thought of this part, where I'd be older than everybody, older than everybody, older than everybody in the gutter. I drove up in the moonlight to my favorite cemetery, for though I'm well aware I'm no spring chicken, reading all the gravestones always brightens my perspective. After all, they're dead and I'm still kicking. Now I should have been glad that I could hike that hilly acre. I wasn't even really breathing that hard. But when I read the dates, I had the awful realization that I was older than everybody, older than everybody, older than everybody in the boneyard. A little voice remarked that I could use a short vacation. That seemed like a reasonable suggestion. So I drove off in the night, found a motel near Milwaukee. The desk clerk looked me over and posed a question. He asked if I was old enough to take the senior discount, 'cause old boys stay for less at Howard Johnson's. I said, if I don't get the discount, Sonny, no one gets the discount. 'Cause I'm older than everybody, older than everybody. 'Cause I'm older than everybody in Wisconsin. Now this old bird is older than all the nighthawks in Chicago, older than every buzzard playing bingo, older than every turkey and almost every turkey dinner, older than every snowbird in Orlando. And though I may be younger than the glaciers and the oceans, younger than the limestone and the granite, and though I may be younger than these Twinkies on my dashboard, I'm older than everybody, older than everybody. I think I'm older than everybody on the planet. I think I'm older than everybody on the planet.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. You know where Ziggy was saying he was a fan of the Good
Of the Good Brother, yeah.
Well, Olena, she said she was also a fan. And nice to meet you here, Ziggy.
Yeah.
She was replying to Ziggy.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Ricky.
Hey, Ricky!
And she said, made it late, of course, and we'll watch from the beginning. Have been under the weather. Oh, no. Glad to have been in time to stop.
I'm glad you could stop by and say hello. I'm sorry you've been.
Say hi nonetheless. I'm sorry you've been.
Sorry you've been feeling bad. That's terrible.
And Libby.
Hello, Libby.
She said, my son and daughter-in-law just left. I'll check your show out tomorrow. So sorry I had to miss it. Listening to the last song. Now,
okay.
See you tonight.
You bet. And thanks for your help on my little project. I think I probably would have gotten a C- if you were still teaching. Anyway, yeah, we'll definitely be there tonight. Okay.
We are over time by a bit. About 10 minutes over.
Well, we are to the last song.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know.
But thanks for letting me know. This is a parody written by and recorded by Don Bowman. Okay? It's a parody of Friends in Low Places. And it's called Friends with Old Faces.
Okay.
Blame old Father Time, he left me some lines that no wrinkle cream can erase. The first thing I knew, I'd gone from a few to a road map all over my face. Started looking around, and that's when I found the one thing you can't beat is age. I've yet to see, it wasn't just me. He looked like he'd been up for days. I got friends with old faces. There's wrinkles where there were smooth places not long ago. You're getting old. Yeah, me and Willie and my friend Chet Akins look like foster boys for the Rock of Ages. Yeah, I got friends with old faces. Us older dudes, we're cute and we're smooth. We know what a man needs to know. We know what it takes. We've learned from mistakes. Darling, this ain't our first rodeo. You'll find in the end, experience wins. Don't count a guy out 'cause he's gray. At the very worst, his knees'll go first. The rest could go on for days. I got friends with old faces. There's wrinkles where there were smooth places not long ago. Oh, you're a-getting old. Yeah, me and Willie and my friend Chet Akins look like poster boys for the Rock of Ages. Yeah, I got friends with old faces. Yeah, I got friends with old faces. There's wrinkles where there were smooth places not long ago. Oh, you're a-getting old. Yeah, me and Willie and my friends Chet Akins look like poster boys for the Rock of Ages. Yeah, I got friends with old faces. One more time, I got friends with old faces. There's wrinkles where there were smooth places not long ago. Oh, you're getting old. Yeah, me and Willie and my friend Chet Akins look like poster boys for the Rock of Ages. Oh, I got friends with old faces.
Ziggy said, thanks, George and Lynn, for another lovely concert.
Oh, you're welcome,
Smiling
Ziggy. I'm
face.
so glad you could come.
He said, see you tonight if I'm not melted away meanwhile.
Yeah.
Another grin face. And Libby said, "Oh, will you sing this song tonight? It is so real."
Okay. I'll do that.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I wasn't real happy with some of the songs I was going to sing anyway, so yeah.
There you go.
I was going to do anyway, yeah, I'll do it for you.
Lena said, "Thank you for the amazing songs and great performance. I'm so happy I got to catch your show live."
Oh, I'm so glad you could. I hope you'll be able to join us again when we're live. And of course,
she said she would rewatch it from. Let me get back over. I'll rewatch it from the beginning since I joined late. Have a great afternoon and weekend. You too.
You too, Alina.
And Libby said, Google search has many options like friends with no face, friends with hairy faces.
Yeah.
But not this one.
Right. Yeah.
And Ricky said, can't remember if you used to do this tune, but I'd love to hear you do it if you know it. It's called He Worked the Day Shift and She Worked the Night. Something to work on for a future show.
Write it down. He worked the day shift and she worked the night. That doesn't sound too good. But yeah, I will try to include that. Probably, it depends. If you come next week or the next show, I'll try to have it ready for you. The next show is fairly tight format-wise. And folks, remember, you can pick up a copy of Forever Friends CD, the CD that we made, Songs About Dogs, if you don't already have it, and you can still play a CD along with your Victrola and your 78 RPM records and your VCR and all those things. Grab a copy. They're $20 a piece, and all of the money goes to Dogs Inc., who gave me my great guide dog Indy. And pretty soon we're going to modify the website so that there's a link that you can go directly to their donation page. If you want to make a donation and you don't want the CD, you'll be able to do that. If you go to our website, autoharpdownhome.com, you can purchase the CD. There's a link for our tip jar there. If you'd like to give us a few bucks, we'd appreciate that, but it certainly isn't necessary. And there'll be updates and things. We're working on a nice little surprise for that, but it's still there, and you can buy the CD there. Don't forget our Autoharp Down Home YouTube channel, where all our shows are there. This one will be up for 30 days, and then it will go down. We are going to try very hard next show to be all duets.
Yes.
People have been asking for that. We were going to do it this time around, but
one of those
our
weeks.
daughter was having health problems, and we had a visit from our guide dog person, representative, and all kinds of other things happened, and we just couldn't practice them enough.
Right.
And
we will have it.
Yeah, we're gonna do our dangdest to have it next time.
Yes.
And I will close with this thought before I sing you out. Sometimes you get, and sometimes you get got. Have a great day. So long, everybody. Now it's time to say goodbye to George and Lynn. We'd sure like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back real soon to this locality to have a heaping helping of our hospitality. Down home style, that is. Set a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now here.
Dr. Demento memory, Ricky said, on that song.
Which, oh, the one she wants to hear?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm
Yeah.
ending.